can't I get this segment right?
Welcome to Something Feral, the podcast where three friends watch, eat, and talk trash. We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
I'm Jimmy Couper.
Jimmy has arrived.
And I am
Jester Blaze.
Jester Blaze today because today is a special episode of It Ain't Right, episode 1.
Right.
And we thought that we would do categories to contain our thoughts because we have lots of thoughts that it ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
So today's topic is men and what we do not, what it...
It's that train. It just throws you off.
Maybe we should describe what It Ain't Right is as a whole.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
What is it?
So,
I did not think this through.
no, I'm happy to explain. So, It Ain't Right is basically, you know, we are strong women with a lot of opinions, and we like to share our positive and negative opinions, and It Ain't Right is all of our negative opinions. So, things we don't like, things we find annoying, dare I say
Icks.
hate in certain instances.
A lot of icks.
A lot of icks.
Mostly, yeah, a lot of icks. And yeah, we just, you know, episode 25, which is a special number, and we have hit 1,000 downloads. So thank you to everyone who's been listening and supporting us. We're just some weird girls with some microphones, and
We will not stop.
we're not going to stop. So thanks for joining along on our journey. And yeah, this is kind of a commemorative thing we thought would be a little fun, a little break. And we're going to start this round, as Blaze mentioned. The category is men. So there will be more of these episodes and more categories, but we thought the March Menace series was so popular. Why would we?
Why stop hating?
Why-
Exactly. The Hot Girls Man Shaming Club has called a meeting to order.
Hell yeah.
So,
Oh, I need a gavel. Where's the gavel?
yeah, I could use a gavel. That would feel.
This isn't a gavel, but...
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Court is in session.
I'm wearing my Jester hat. This is the first time it's been on a real camera because the last time I wore her, we were using the GoPros.
Oh,
You don't know how
yeah.
well that went.
Not well.
Not well at all.
And this is my
Flying the plane as we're building it.
my Satan hat. Dare I say his name out loud? But
I
today
would.
we've decided it's...
Check if we're recording.
Yep, we're recording.
We know what happens when we speak
For
his
now.
name on this podcast.
But today it's my Jimmy Couper hat because he is both French now and the
And
devil.
Satan.
Yep.
Ooh, wee with the stripes too.
Z.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. We.
Wrong language, but it's okay because who cares?
Okay.
Blaze, I feel like you took the most notes, so
Yeah.
take us
I
away.
have a long list. These are not your typical average, like, you know, guys are dirty, gross, like they're rude, whatever. These are niche. and These are
Specific.
fun.
These are
specific.
Blaze specific.
Take us away.
Okay, in no particular order. Number 1, Mommy's Special Boy.
Ooh.
I think this goes
It
without
ain't
saying.
right.
It ain't
It ain't right.
right. If you need mommy to do all of your things, if you cannot do your laundry, if you cannot go grocery shopping, you know, that's toxic of me because I can't go grocery shopping. But like,
You can.
my mommy's not going for me.
Also,
And I can.
I need to interject also because you did grocery shop. You do
Yeah.
grocery shop. You don't like it, but you can do
True,
it.
true.
And like we used to do it often together.
Yes.
There's
I'm
evidence.
capable.
Yeah. A witness.
Not witness to my crimes. So yeah, that goes without saying. This one's kind of rude of me to say, but I hate when men, and this only applies to straight men, talk with like too much tension in their hands. Like, for anyone on camera, like highly recommend looking on YouTube when they're like talking, but it's like you can tell there's like so much tension in their hand, and I'm like, it makes
it's
me
all their
uncomfortable.
feelings.
Yeah, that they won't like express. So they're like, yeah, so like we went to like the bar and like blah, 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 and then their hands are like and like stiff. It's so sickening to me, especially when the ones like bend like this, like inwards. So many men do it, and once you see it,
Dude.
you can't unsee it.
Oh, okay.
Our fucking president too is always like,
kind of like, but no, it's more like not like straight
They
hands.
just don't want to be like...
It's more like tension in the fingers, like when they're like bending, and you can tell there's just so much tension in there, and when they like, you know, they do all this, or like when they talk too much with like their hands, and I'm like,
interesting. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out. I think I know what you mean.
I like that.
Very specific.
I'm just like, what are you hiding? What are you doing?
I know what you're saying. I get, yeah, like a lot of like that.
It's not even just talking with your hands. It's like
No, but
so
yeah,
stiff.
it's the like holding of the fingers in such a way.
The seething of the hands.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Claw my eyes out? Like
Yeah.
enough.
Relax your fingers.
Relax. Therapy, please. This kind of goes without saying also. Guys that tell their friends and family everything about the relationship. This kind of goes into mommy special boy. Like, if they tell mommy everything, like, what happened to privacy? Like, that's supposed to be your number one.
Ew.
Stop talking all the shit. It's gross. Especially with mommy.
Don't talk to mom.
Not like that.
Send her flowers. Check in on her. Don't talk about your
She can't be your
partner.
relationship confidant.
No.
It's odd.
Ew, it's gross.
It's weird.
It's so icky.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
Ain't right. Next is being grossed out by things, comma, everything. Periods.
Yeah.
The trash. Like, why are you grossed out? You have testosterone running through your veins. Like, be a man.
Also, if you are a man who is an adult man having sex with an adult woman and you're going to be grossed out about a period, grow up.
Yeah. And like people that are grossed out by birth, like it's objectively gross. But like if my husband was like, oh, like it's going to be so gross when I give birth, jail.
Absolutely.
Man up.
Seriously.
It's like my body's the one that's going to rip open. You better be there to catch
Yeah.
whatever comes out of it.
All you have to do is stand around.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, so painful.
sack up and do it.
That's right. And a side note to that is like being annoyed if, you know, your pregnant wife can't do as many things. It ain't right. Of course she can't.
Also, jail.
Jail.
Jail. Why is she pregnant?
You!
You made her that way.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah, if you're enough of a bitch baby weirdo, maybe not.
Maybe not. And I don't judge, but
And
you know.
we support women's rights.
That's right.
And women's wrongs.
We don't do anything wrong. Just kidding.
Not us.
Next on my list, dramatic. In parentheses, that's for the girls.
The girls and the gays.
Yeah, like if you're whining, like, I don't know, something about male whining. Like, I'm whining. Me. I whine. Because
Right.
life's hard, being full of hormones all the time and on a roller coaster of emotions.
And
what do you have to be dramatic about?
Existing in a patriarchal society, which is that way because the men made it that way, it's not that hard for you.
Right.
It's not. I don't like it, and that's for the girls. What else? Baby talk that's not towards babies or animals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
It ain't right.
Oh, it
Ain't right.
makes
So sick.
I had an ex who used to say, I can't even like
Do it.
say it because it made my skin crawl all the time, and it makes me like
Say it.
Say it.
he would say like ote. I told him all the
Was
time
this
how much I
man in
hated
the
it.
bracket?
He was in the bracket.
Good. He deserved it.
Absolutely. I told him all the time. I was like, please don't say that around me.
So wrong. It's so wrong. Another one, kind of generic. Talking shit about an ex. And listen, we can talk shit about exes, but only if they're actively being shitty or they did something like so bad. But like if you're just like generically calling someone crazy,
You need evidence.
I need evidence and I need it to be insane.
I need stories.
And
yeah.
No, and you know what? Like, I need the whole story too, because I know a man, not someone I dated, but he would always talk about like how crazy his ex was, blah, blah. And I would hear certain stories, and my other friend, I was like, that story doesn't make any sense. Like, that story just doesn't make sense.
There's a hole.
Yeah, like, if what he's saying is true, we're also missing all of the context involving him.
Right. And if you're going to talk shit, you have to
gotta
tell
back
your
it
own
up.
shit. How did you play a part?
Be a reliable narrator. And also, it kind of circles back to what you're saying too. Like, typically when like a straight man calls his ex-girlfriend crazy or ex-wife, whatever, like, it is such an easy way to put all the blame of everything away from you. And it's like, be serious and like be accountable. Like, I need evidence and a full picture. And again, witnesses that aren't you.
Yes.
And not just your friends.
No.
No.
I'm not buying it.
Men don't talk about that stuff either.
No, I know, but
Like,
I'm
so like they'll always back up their bro.
right. That's why
Actually,
I'm saying
that's not true. I just thought of something very funny. It was when you were in college, and I briefly dated
Oh yeah, yes,
the short one. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah.
And he, like, I stopped talking to him because he was annoying and like kind of weird. And I still like came up to see you and whatever. And I was ignoring him. So he started actively telling everyone, like all of his friends, that I was crazy and like obsessed with him.
And saying dating is generous. Like it was very casual.
We hung out like twice.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I forgot about that.
all of his friends were like, no, she's not. Like none of them believed him. And
No,
I loved it.
It was
You're not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
He's a loser. And I said that. And they were like, yeah, you are a loser. They believed me. And I love those men.
Yeah, they were right. And my ex, not a menace, who I was dating at the time, he was like, yeah. Like, I remember I was talking to him about it. I was like, that was so ridiculous. Can you believe that? And he was like, none of us believe it. Like, I can't believe he would say that, but also, like, come on. Like,
One of the best moments of my
it was very funny.
Yeah. I like that.
I forgot about that. That was awesome.
So yeah, sometimes the men will stick up for each other. Or the women. Whatever.
Yeah, great job, gentlemen.
Next one, needing to be the center of attention. Yucky. Why are you on a table screaming? Why are you always talking over everybody? Why are you so annoying? Shut up.
I have
don't
one
like it.
that's related to that.
That's for the girls.
Yep.
We're on the tables. We're being heard. And then my last one is using therapy speak to avoid accountability.
Oh.
Therapy speak was on my list too.
Yeah. I think one of the examples I said
Boundaries.
was like setting boundaries equals like ghosting.
Or telling someone what not to post or wear and then acting like it's your boundary. It's like, that's not what those are.
No, I don't think I've ever dated anyone seriously that was like, don't wear that. Because I think I 1 minute said that and I was like, okay, no,
Yeah, right.
that's not happening.
No, I
Get bent.
I have to give my exes credit. Like, if anything, I'd put a shirt on that I was like not very comfortable with because it was so low cut. And I was like, I don't know, like, should I wear this? And they'd all be like, yeah, are you sure? And I was like, all right.
Yeah, show them biddies.
Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. There was none of that.
Yeah.
And I hope it's dying out with like the youth, but
Oh, I don't know, man.
if you go on the internet, it ain't.
Gen Z men are going a bad direction.
Oh yeah, the puritanicals.
Nice.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
It is right.
That ain't
is right,
right
but
for
it ain't.
youngs. That was
Them youngs.
them youngs. It ain't right. Go out, wear slutty tops,
Go
dance
out.
on tables.
Do what you want to do.
That is right, and don't film others because that ain't right either.
Or do it and do nothing with it. Just share it amongst each other.
Yeah, laugh
Like we
amongst
do.
yourselves. We have plenty of videos that will never see the light of day because they shouldn't. That's my list.
Really solid list.
Thank
Excellent,
you.
excellent
Yeah.
list.
None of this is right. It is right. I'm tongue-tied today.
Miss Anna, you do look particularly famished. I
Milady.
do wish you would imbibe in some of your sweet tea that I have
30
added.
minutes.
Okay, sorry. Anyway,
Lady Anna's not allowed here on the anymore.
Not today.
She's too
I'm
much.
running this show.
all right, Jimmy.
Officer bitch.
That's right. Officer Biatch is in the house.
Sir Biatch is here.
Wow.
You're welcome.
I know. Lady Anna can't police herself.
You want to go?
Yeah. All right. So my list, it ain't right, men edition. Men on scooters. Like like the electric scooters and not like scooters like
Like the
wheelchair
Segway?
scooters, like Segways and like those ones in big cities that look like just, giant electric scooters.
Birds? Were they birds?
Whatever they are. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what I'm talking about.
That's for the girls.
It's for nobody. I don't like it really, but it's really the worst one. Like, if you are a 10 and you get on that scooter, you are automatically a 6. Like, watching them just, I'm like, nothing is less sexy than a man on a scooter. It's got to be the
So
least sexy
true.
thing in the world. Top 10.
So true.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't even think of that.
Think of the hottest man you know, and then picture him on a scooter. You're still, you're like, oh, why?
Alexander Skarsgård.
I know, but still.
I'd still love to pursue him in this.
No, certain people who are still hot. It's like, okay, I still would, but like, get off the scooter.
Yeah.
My hatred of men on scooters began pre-pandemic when I was living downtown or just outside of downtown, and like a bunch of the bros who worked at a certain very large company downtown would like park near me, like in my neighborhood, and then, or not necessarily in my neighborhood, but on my running route, and I'd be running, and then they'd just zoom by me with their stupid lanyards, like, I was like, it's so dumb. And then just like leaving them in the middle of the sidewalk,
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, that's a normal, respectable thing to do.
It's even dumber in work clothes. I didn't even think of that.
Extra dumb on your way to work.
Yeah, that's rough.
Just run. I have more respect
Take
for
a
you.
bike.
Yeah. And you know what? Real quick, and then I'll move on. I was listening to a podcast recently where Michelle Obama, they basically do a version of this, and it was on Las Culturistas. They do I Don't Think So, Honey. And hers was Segway scooter. She's like, get out and let's move. I was like, yes.
Yes.
That's my first lady.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Next, I have men, and okay, I also need to give a caveat. I'm not talking about like neurodivergent people here either. Like in addition to
Oh yeah, this is just like shitty
general.
white men.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Neurotypical white males.
Straight,
Yeah.
Not white.
heterosexual
Not just white, all males.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Men who are scared of phone calls, of making phone calls.
That's for the girls.
That's for the girls. I will
Or just
run away from my phone.
We will. You know that Blaze and I do not like to make phone calls, place orders,
Right, but if you say
interact
like
with people.
if you say like, Dale, can you call this place? And he's like, I don't wanna.
Oh, whatever. He complains because he's like, you need to do it, and I'm like, no, but then he doesn't anyway.
Right.
That's for the girls.
But imagine asking a man to make a phone call and he's like, I don't want to. Can you do it?
Yeah, no. That's an ick. Yeah, it
Yeah.
ain't right.
Man up.
These are some specific ones. This ties into yours, Blaze, about wanting attention. I said men who are obsessed with their birthday.
Ooh, or like, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's those okay, the men who are obsessed with their birthday and mommy's special boy Venn diagram is a circle. Like
Yes.
But yeah, that's men who are like obsessed with their birthday. I'm like, ugh, I don't like
Yeah.
that. Another one, this is specific. Men who don't stretch and still work out or even don't and then hurt themselves and then, bitch about it, be like, oh, this is 30 or whatever. It's like, no, you just haven't stretched your body in 20 years. Yeah, exactly. Like since you played high school baseball and you had to. Like, sorry, take care of yourself. And then, you pull a hammy or whatever. And then it's like, oh, well, how did that happen? Oh, like I was working out. I just because you never stretch.
Yeah, no, male flexibility is a tragedy.
Yeah, and stretching's not gay. Spoiler alert.
No.
Yeah.
My husband does mobility every night, and it is
Good.
hot.
Yeah. She's like, and I like how flexible he is.
He's flexible.
You know who's oddly flexible? Dale.
Yeah, I know.
Like Dale can like put his legs behind his head.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, the man is 6
How
foot.
do you know that?
He showed me, but he did martial
for you.
arts for like a really long time.
Well,
so
he better keep stretching.
high mobility. But yeah, I was like, I can't even touch my toes, and you're like doing like pretzel shit.
Wild. Some people just have it too.
Yeah.
I've never just had. I've always had to work at it, but anyway,
I'm extra
stretch.
bendy. I sleep in a pretzel, and it really alarms people. Stretch those legs.
I have two more. One is this is more of a red flag than an ick, but it is an ick. Men whose like entire identity is being a feminist.
It's never a good sign.
It's never a good sign, and there's always. It's just again because if you really are a feminist,
you don't need to talk about it.
yeah,
that way.
and I mean you should be proud to say it, and you should like say it to people who like
But
challenge
your
you.
actions show more.
Exactly. And like I think men should have those conversations amongst themselves and whatever, but like if you are screaming and you are so loud and proud and your only identity as a man is being a feminist, it just feels off.
Nefarious.
Nefarious. Yeah, it feels like I'm going to keep an eye on this because I
Performative is
know
good, too.
yeah,
It's a
performative is the right
pick-me
word.
energy.
Ooh.
It is
Like,
male
look at
pick me.
I'm like, I love women. Woohoo.
You're so right.
Kate's taking notes.
Pick me men.
Me energy.
And yeah, that's you know what actually I do have one that I need to give a caveat. Picky eaters is on this list. And Maverick is kind of a picky eater, so there's nuance to this. Maverick also tries a lot of things. Like there's not a lot he loves, but he'll
He's not
try
a
anything.
picky eater for the sake of being a picky eater.
No, he'll try anything. He'll go to every restaurant. He's open, but he's kind of picky.
That's different than never trying and be like, that's gross.
Literally, and it's like the whiny thing too. Like that's gross. I'm like,
Again, grossed out. Why are you grossed out?
grow up.
You're a man.
One of the menaces that I dated, he was mommy's special boy. And one time, a bunch of people were eating, and his mommy made him buttered noodles with Parmesan cheese.
I won't even make my 6-year-old buttered noodles if he doesn't like. I'm like, if you don't like what I make, like, fine, don't eat it.
Yeah.
Go eat some
Well,
go eat some vegetables.
Unfortunately, that was never expressed to this menace, and
It ain't right.
It ain't
It
right.
ain't right. And that's how it never gets right. When it ain't corrected.
Right. And again, the Venn diagram of mommy's special boy and picky eaters is not always a circle, but it's a very, very,
They're touching.
Yeah.
close Venn diagram.
Ugh.
More
Yuck.
like a semi-eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An eclipse with a, what is it, like waxing crescent?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Waning, maybe?
No way to know.
It don't matter.
If you're into moons, let us know.
Yeah.
Moon, if you're listening.
Astrology girlies, astronomy girlies.
Ooh. All right.
That's my list.
Okay, so mine is a bit more physical, I would say, than like trait.
Drag them.
Okay.
Hot Girls Man Shaming Club.
All right. So number one is athletic wear when you're not like doing something athletic.
You hate leggings. It's very strange.
No, I'm men. Like, I don't want to see you in like a moisture wicking polo in the office. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't want to see that. Okay.
Wear the cotton.
If you're sweaty, do something about it.
Yeah, because in what scenario are you wearing that material to work?
Never.
None.
Oh, that's funny. That's
So
nice.
yeah, like if you're putting it on, you're going to do something athletic. Fucking take it off and don't put it on unless you're going to do something athletic again.
Period.
Not sharing food.
Yes.
Oh,
one of the
that's a good
menaces
one.
I dated also was a ghoul about that.
I just think it's really weird. Like food is very much, at least for me and like the way I was raised, like it's the way you show love. It's a way you show gathering. It's a way you show like
What's mine is yours. Yours
yeah,
is mine.
exactly. And like so not sharing food to me is very annoying. And it just gives like I don't know. It's
Bitch baby behavior.
yeah, it's like let me try your fucking food.
Also, it's very toddler like. You know what I mean? Like toddlers get mad when someone takes something off their plate.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's ugh, ew, it ain't right.
It ain't right.
Ain't right. Good one.
Thank you. Doesn't like animals.
Oh,
It's just
Yeah.
always a red flag to me. Like,
like why? Why don't you?
right.
What have you done to them?
Men
And
especially.
all animals? All?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
all.
I think if somebody doesn't like cats or if they don't like dogs or they
Incorrect.
don't like this or that, whatever, like I know some men that are really into reptiles but don't like, cuddly animals.
To each
Fine.
their own.
But,
Yeah.
if you, but if you don't like animals, it's a red flag.
No, it's giving serial killer energy.
Totally.
All right. This one has happened to me multiple times and I need to clarify it.
Oh, I know what she's going to say.
Ooh, I'm curious.
Yeah. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Criers.
No. I should have put that down though. I've dated a crying. I have no sympathy for a man crying. Unless it's something like really, really significant
Yeah.
where, it makes sense for somebody to just have like an emotional breakdown. But if I'm yelling at you and you're crying at me, like this isn't going to work.
There's nuance to it. Because I think if you're so moved that you're moved to tears, like, okay.
That's totally different.
Yeah, but like if in an argument you're the one who cracks first and you're like sobbing and I can't get a word out because you're
thank
crying,
you.
like pull it together.
Pull it together.
Yeah.
No.
And I say this as someone who cries.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm not.
Yeah, we all cry. I'm
It's
just
for the girls.
Yeah. This one is actually asking me if I work.
What?
And what I want to clarify
Yeah. That's rude.
specifically because what I have found is that men don't ask me, what do you do? Because that's a perfectly reasonable question to ask any human being is like, oh, what do you do for a living?
Mm-hmm.
And a reasonable answer is if you don't work, you just say, oh, I
Stay
stay at
home.
home or I run my own business or whatever. You can even call yourself a household manager. I don't give a shit.
Household manager.
But if you ask me, do you work or do you work outside the home? Go fuck
I
yourself.
don't like that outside the home. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how many men have asked me, do you work outside the home?
Just because you're a mother, they like just
This was
assume.
some of these were before I was even a mom.
Oh, that's crazy. I've never been asked that.
Right. I'm like,
No,
do
I
you
haven't
see
been asked
fucking
that.
kids around me? Like,
You give mom energy. You must
You're
have
like,
many
do you
kids.
see kids around me? Gillian's like tugging on your sleeve. You're like, do I look like a mother to you? He's
what are
like,
you
"Mom."
saying? Yeah. I don't know this fucking kid. All right.
Maybe it was a long-haired girl. Like it just gave like religion. So you must have 7 kids.
Right. Yeah. So
But that was in like high school.
I was not even high school. I was middle
Yeah.
school. I cut it before we started high school.
Oh, that's true.
Because I couldn't bear it.
You did the right thing.
This one, I had an ex that did this, and I'm going to use Justin Bieber as an example. Justin Bieber fashion.
Oh, dirty,
Like,
crusty.
never dressing up, always in something that is ill-fitted, never willing to put in an effort into your appearance.
Yeah.
And for like no reason. It's not like he didn't have money.
Correct. And I'm not asking for somebody to really like put in an effort every single day. That's not what
That's
I'm asking.
impossible.
That's impossible. I don't even do that.
I look like a rat.
But
most
if
days.
you're not willing to dress appropriately
For the occasion.
for an occasion, ugh.
yuck.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, if you like complain about dressing
Or-
up when you have to, it's like
If you wear a fucking athletic shirt,
Your hate for athletic wear is so
that's funny because Maverick will
love
wear like an athletic like polo to work once in a while.
Oh, Maverick, no.
Maverick,
We can't be together.
That doesn't mean
It's
you
my
can't
deal
have
breaker.
time together.
Okay. This is another really specific one. A really shitty backpack for work.
Oh, grow up.
Like a high
Grow
school
up.
backpack. Like if you're like sporting a 1998 JanSport, get a nice backpack, get a briefcase, do anything else. Purchase something of value for the love of God. Why do I see your old ass backpack?
Your North Face from
that
2007.
you've never washed. I know you haven't.
No, mommy may have wiped it down for you a time or two, but
Oh, I told you what I witnessed recently. Someone bringing it into the bathroom with their computer in hand.
Yeah, that's nuts.
jail.
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 All right.
Also, really quick, I just want to say, in addition to that, like, there are some guys who, like, have good fashion sense and will have, like, a vintage, like, JanSport or, like, something like that.
Not the
That's
same
not what
thing.
you're talking about.
Nope.
Yeah, and if you're hearing this and you're thinking, well, I have a JanSport, if any of the other categories apply to you about fashion that we've discussed, and this is the backpack you have,
You might wanna
do
look
not
into it.
fit into the fashion category, find something else.
Yeah. Yep. Well, there's those little like Fox logo backpacks or whatever they are. They're like Swedish or something.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
very like, basic backpack, but has a sense of fashion to it.
It's like wearing dirty shoes. Like,
Yes.
it's just not right.
Speaking of shoes, here's what's next.
Oh, nice. Good segue.
Sandals not in sandal settings. I do not want to see your fucking toes.
No.
I'm sorry. You can wear flip-flops at the pool, at any form of water, on a really, really hot day in your
the
own
beach.
home, right? In your own yard, whatever. But if you wear flip-flops out to like a meal with me, jail.
You're not wearing flip-flops out to a meal with me. I mean, again, there are exceptions. Like, we're up north and it's really hot and we all went
Again,
swimming. Like,
We're at a
a
beach bar in
vacation.
our
yeah,
swimsuits.
yeah.
There are always exceptions to these rules, but if you are somebody that wears sandals everywhere you go,
Paired with your tank top and athletic shorts.
if somebody
ain't
with your
that.
backpack.
Yeah.
a lot of triggers.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
All right, and this is my last one, and I have, again, something that has happened to me a lot is when I say that I like the Lions and that I'm a Lions fan, which is also very apropos.
Yeah. Wearing Lions
And
shirt.
some man says, well, then name 5 players.
Oh, get bent. Fuck
Get
you.
yourself.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Also, be serious. Like, we can probably name, like, the entire roster between the two of us.
Absolutely.
And you know what? We're not going to because we don't owe anybody shit.
I don't
No.
watch football for fucking stats. I don't watch football so that I can play a little game with my little friends, and do some dumb shit.
You can role play having a football
I
team.
don't watch, I don't watch ESPN all day long to learn about what's happening on football. I just like to sit down and fucking watch the game.
It's fun to cheer on your fucking team, and
there
that's
is-
enough.
that's
it's fucking enough. I
Go
don't need to be an
sports.
expert. Indeed.
So if you're a man and you hear that I'm a sports fan, do not fucking ask me to
It
name
ain't
names.
Right.
It ain't right.
Also, like, that is
That always
crazy.
happens.
I feel like that has gone down a little bit.
Not enough.
Not enough.
I've never said in my life, so I wouldn't know.
You're not a sports girly.
No, that's not your
No.
passion.
Fake sports girl.
Go
Laid back
sports.
sports girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women are allowed to like sports and like don't
And
have
without being involved in the stats and all the stuff that comes along with liking sports.
to. And like, if you're a woman and you follow all that along, like, fucking cool. Like, the litmus test for being a sports fan is not some fucking guy deciding if you like sports enough.
Randy.
Fuck you.
That's right.
Oh, I have one to add. It wasn't on my list, but I'm going to add.
Ooh, yeah.
Men who are not only dismissive of women's sports, I mean, because that's just like, fuck you. Like, you're obviously
Right.
sexist, but also like men who believe they could beat women in like all those men surveyed who think they could score a point against Serena fucking Williams.
Right, like just regular Joes.
Oh yeah, like losers who've never stretched. I'm like, you think you can
And wear their stupid athletic wear.
they wear whatever they're sweating in on that tennis court getting their ass beat by Serena Williams.
Demolish.
I would pay to see it. I would pay money. I would pay for that sport.
Yeah, that actually I would love. Serena Williams, if you're listening, you probably are. We would love to watch you just annihilate a bunch of like cocky
Mediocre
losers.
men, yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. And we can put up a poll. Like, who thinks they could beat her? Okay. Welcome.
Welcome. Do it.
I would watch that on TV.
Oh.
Someone make that a show.
Me too.
So that was my list.
That's a great list.
Thank you. I had a few other ones.
I mean, we could really go on for years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could really get into this.
We could do a part 2. We could do a part 3, part 4, part 5. We have many.
Yeah. So our next categories, and if you think of any categories you'd want us to do, and it ain't right, please do.
know.
So this was It Ain't Right, men and our icks for them. But we also talked about work.
Yep.
It Ain't Right is a category that we've considered.
What else did you say? Pop culture?
Pop culture, It Ain't Right.
That one we could go on forever too.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I would personally like to talk about plane etiquette or traveling.
Oh, I like
Yes,
traveling.
in
That's a good
general,
one.
traveling. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah. So if you think of a category, leave it in the comments.
We'll talk about it. We have feelings and we have hate.
All of it.
Full of
We're
rage.
Full of rage.
Full of opinions, full of rage.
You know why? Because we're fucking feral.
Yeah.
That's right. Woohoo!
On that note, that's our show.
The Hot Girls Man Shaming Club meeting is now adjourned. Blaze, take
That's
us away.
amazing. That's an amazing sound. Very scary. Yeah, that's our show. You can find us at somethingferalpod.
You can do it.
Where did my brain cells go? This is poison. This is disgusting and it's poisoned my brain. I think it is
It's
bad.
the fake lime. It's the fake lime.
And this hat's making my head really hot.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do a
hot.
food. It ain't right.
Oh, food is great. Restaurant going out, eating out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here I go. You can find us at somethingferalpod at Gmail and on TikTok. We're currently shadow banned, but you know what? If someone can tell me how to get unshadow banned, I would love that. I've tried. I've slaved away.
We just got to pretend to be trad wives on there, and they'll be like,
Or be super offensive.
welcome. Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. Anyway, something feral FTN on Instagram and watch us on Spotify and YouTube. Okay, off to get feral. See you next week. Bye.